Hey everybody, happy Easter. Kate here. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, and I have some amazing news to tell you guys. Just want to give you an update on a medical update for me and an update on my mission work in Zambia. And in order to do that, kind of have to tell you what has been going on the past couple months. So I came back before Christmas. And one of the things I had to do was take care of a couple medical things. As some of you know, last year in Zambia, I was in the hospital for 5 days with a complicated bladder infection. So that was one thing I was getting checked out while I was here, getting some tests done. And then I also had a tumor on my side, which I went to see a surgeon. They did a scan of it and realized it had doubled in size. They were worried about possible malignancy. So they were quick to say, we're getting it out as soon as possible. So February 2nd, I had that removed. And then in going to see an eye doctor to get my eyeglass prescription renewed, they found out that I had some swelling in my optic nerve, what they were concerned about. They sent me to a specialist, and that specialist then also was concerned and sent me down to University of Maryland to see a neuro-ophthalmologist. He ordered a test for me to get done, 3 different MRIs, and then a spinal tap. The spinal tap, let me tell you, that is not fun. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And it wound up causing a cerebral spinal fluid leak. So I was in bed for about 10 days after that, recovering. But they did find out that there was swelling and increased pressure in my brain. So they put me on a medication. The first one didn't do much and then had horrible side effects. And then we tested out another medication which worked. And a couple weeks ago I talked to the doctor and I asked him, well, when can I get back to Zambia? And originally he said June, which was a little upsetting to me. But I said, well, what happens if the medication's working and I come in every 2 weeks and everything's going down just as it's supposed to? What's the best case that it could ever be? Like, when could I go back the earliest? And he said, okay, April. So I went home in that day and I booked my ticket for April because I know my God, I know he'll take care of me. And I went to the doctor last Friday and he was amazed. He couldn't believe the scans. He couldn't believe how much the pressure had come down, the swelling had come down. And he was even telling people in his office, he was showing to them saying that it was a miracle. He's like, what kind of work do you do in Zambia? He's like, you believe in God? I said, yeah, I do. He's like, well, he's been listening to you. He's like, this is the 3rd miracle I've ever seen. And so God took care of me. But I actually think the biggest miracle is the fact that I was needing a neurologist over there to follow me and a neuro-ophthalmologist. And I called a doctor in Zambia and he told me that his neurologist is a great lady and she's from America. And just so happens she's a Johns Hopkins doctor that works there at UTH. So she's going to take care of me. She's got a neuro-ophthalmologist for me. They're going to be doing scans every 1 to 2 months just to make sure the swelling's still down. And I'm coming off the medication. So praise God, everything is going really well. And I am so excited to get back to Zambia. I am leaving this Tuesday morning. And I can't wait to see everybody there. And to everybody in Zambia, ni vuela. I'm coming. And I can't wait to see everybody. And everybody here, thank you so much for your love, your prayer, your supports. Thank you to all my mission partners. None of the work I do would be possible without you. None of this would be possible. So I'm just so amazingly grateful for each of you. And thank you for the prayers because I couldn't have made it through this time without all the prayers. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If anybody wants to join the missions team and partner with me, I'll put the information down below. You can do monthly giving or one-time gifts. But I love you guys. And Zambia, here I come.